Hey, Auntie Ann here. I love you, love you, love you, but God loves you more. Don't click that mouse, don't touch that screen, because you've been ordained to be with me today. Ministry Monday, but before I start, I want to tell you that there's nothing that you can do, past, present, or future, that will separate you from God's love, nor that He will not forgive. Okay, so the beginning of this is going to be for my ladies, okay? First of all, how y'all like my new friend? Hey now, when I put this on, baby, I felt sassy. You can be sassy and sanctified. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. I'm still holy. Girls, y'all better get y'all some friends, baby, because you won't have a bad hair day. And when you wear different styles, different colors, you feel different. I felt sassy when I put this on. And then when you put it on, I had some ladies in the beauty supply where I got this that I got their opinions. Okay, I had 3 that I wanted to choose from, and they helped me choose this one. But it was something that when I put this on, I just felt some kind of way. Okay, and I still feel some kind of way. Anyway, yeah, baby, so change up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Go blind. That's what I'm working up to. Okay, so you know what? Before I get started, I wanted to share a beauty tip. I want to show you the proper way to put on lipstick. Okay, I'm going to have to look straight forward, so I'm not going to be looking at you because I got to see myself. Okay, so first you take your pencil and you put dots. At the top, midway between. And then you put one in the corners of your mouth. They say that will make it seem like you're smiling. And then you match this one up here. And you match that one up there, over here. And then you join them together. Down here, down, and join that there to that dot, and then that way. And then get it over here. Okay, now when you line your lips, it used to be a fad back in the day, but really you line your lips because it helps your lipstick stay on and stay in place. And then put this on. Yeah. My housemate's coming out here. Hello. Okay, and then you can just smooth it out a little. I kind of did too much. It's kind of hard watching it on this camera. But you get the idea, right? So putting the dots and joining the dots actually gives you a more natural line. So that it looks more natural. You see some women, right? And they have and then they maybe use black. It's like, you know that they line their lips. With this technique, you may not necessarily see that you line the lips. It looks more natural, okay? So my housemate is out here, and she may be talking a bit. You might hear in the background, but I'm already started my video, so I got to finish up. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing some teaching about Psalm 91. And Psalm 91 is our psalm of promise for protection. My prayer partners and I, and most Christians that I know, have been meditating on this 91st Psalm ever since this whole situation has begun. We did it anyway, but man, we're doing it every day now, because not only do you need to be protected against COVID, but it's a lot of other stuff going on. And we got to pray not only for protection for ourselves, but protection for our families and our loved ones, associates, neighborhoods, okay, which we should be doing anyway, but this is heightened, right? Okay, so I'm getting ready to read from my laptop. I put everything that I needed on my laptop that I got from Department of Rehabilitation, and for free. You know what? God works everything together for good. I have a diagnosis, a health diagnosis that disables me from working full time, and that's the reality of it. I'm believing God, but that's where I am right now. And I tell you, because I am disabled, I was able to get SSI. I was also forgiven of over $35,000 worth of school loans, and I didn't even seek it. They sought me. And I'm able to be helped by the Department of Rehabilitation. If you know anybody who is disabled and want to return back to the workforce, they will assist you. They will give you clothing for your interviews, clothing for the job. They will pay for your transportation expenses, gas or bus or any other kind of travel expenses. They give you a certain amount per month. And they give you a laptop if you need it. Hey now, so I am blessed. Okay, so Psalm 91, I'm going to be reading that from the King James Version. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord that he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver me from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover me with his feathers, and under his wings shall I trust. His truth shall be my shield and buckler. My housemate talks kind of loud, so I'm going to try to talk a little bit louder over her, even though she's a distance away from me. I don't know. Okay. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flieth by day, nor of the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at my side, and 10,000 at my right hand. I tell you, these machines. 1,000 shall fall at my side, and 10,000 at my right hand, but it shall not come nigh me. Only with my eyes shall I behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. That is the King James Version for Psalm 91. Now I want to share it with you with the Amplified. I love the Amplified. It's titled, what is it titled? It is titled, Security of the One Who Trusts in the Lord. And that is you and I. Okay? So, this is the Amplified, which amplifies the meaning and breaks it down for us to really enjoy it like the way we talk. So he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will remain secure and rest in the shadow of the Almighty, whose power no enemy can withstand. I will say of the Lord that he is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust, with great confidence on whom I rely. For he will save you from the trap of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you and completely protect you with his pinions, which are the outer parts of a bird's wing, including the flight feathers. And under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and buckler. Where did I go? Oh, no. And under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a wall. You will not be afraid of the terror of night, nor of the arrow that flies by day, nor of the destruction or sudden death that wastes at noon. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but danger will not come near you. You will only be a spectator as you look on with your eyes and witness the divine repayment of the wicked, as you watch safely from the shelter of the Most High. Because you have made the Lord, who is my refuge, even the Most High, your dwelling place, no evil will befall you, nor will any plague come near your tent. For he will command his angels in regard to you to protect and defend and guard you in all your ways of obedience and service. They will lift you up in their hands so that you do not even strike your foot against a stone. You will tread upon the lion and cobra, the young lion and the serpent will you trample underfoot. Because he has set his love on me, therefore I will save him. I will set him securely on high. Because he knows my name, he confidently trusts and relies on me, knowing I will never abandon him, no, never. He will call upon me and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will rescue him and honor him. With a long life will I satisfy him, and I will let him see my salvation. Now, Psalm 91 is the wonderful promises of, these wonderful promises in Psalm 91 are dependent upon one's meeting the conditions stated in this verse from Exodus 15, verse 26. God says, if you will diligently listen and pay attention to the voice of the Lord your God, and do what is right in his sight, and listen to his commandments, and keep foremost in your thoughts and actively obey all his precepts and statutes. Okay? Now, I want to just say that we're not going to dot every I, and of course, we're not going to cross every T. And you know what? God doesn't expect you to. But what it is that we do is we purpose to, right? Every day we set out to please God, to be obedient to his word. And so God truly knows our heart. So, you know, some people say, people say, you doing this, you doing that. Yeah, I'm doing this, but God knows my heart. Yeah, God, in fact, knows your heart. So he knows when you're sincerely sorry and that you really don't want to do it. And he knows when you're using that as a cop-out. Hello. So I just want to say that God doesn't have idealistic and unrealistic expectations of us. Not at all. We do, but he doesn't. So I want to prove that to you by sharing with you from Psalm 103, verses 8 through 14. He made known his ways to Moses, his deeds to the people of Israel. The Lord is compassionate and gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in love. He will not always accuse, nor will he harbor his anger forever. He does not treat us as our sins deserve. You hear that? Or repay us according to our iniquities. Thank God. For as high as the heavens are above the earth, so great is his love for those who fear him. And as far, listen to this, as far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. Scientists say that the east can never touch the west. As a father has compassion on his children, so the Lord has compassion on those who fear him. And that's reverence him. We ain't got to be scared of God because he's our father. For he knows how we are formed. Listen to this part. He remembers that we are dust. So give yourselves a break. Don't be idealistic and unrealistic in your expectations of yourself, because God isn't. He's not holding you to this high standard that's unattainable, okay? So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to break down and define some of these words that are here that we don't really use now. Verses 1 through 9. I'm going to come back and finish in a part 2. This is part 1, so I'm going to come back and finish part 2. Here I go. This is going to be Psalm 91 according to the King James Version. He that dwelleth, and dwelleth means to stay connected. Now, a lot of these definitions I use, I used to be an ESL teacher for 12 years, and I have learned how to break words down so that even a person learning English as their second language can understand. Okay, so I'm breaking most of these down. Okay, he that dwells or stays connected in the secret place of the Most High shall abide or live under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord that he is my refuge. What is a refuge? Shelter or protection from danger or distress. Ain't that him? And my fortress. What is a fortress? a place that is protected against attack. See what we have? My God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver me from the snare. What is a snare? To cause something to become caught in something, such as a net or a trap. So he's going to deliver us from any of the enemy's traps. And then of the fowler. And who is a fowler? A person who hunts. The enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. That's in John chapter 10, verse 10. And from the noisome. Noisome is very unpleasant or disgusting. Noisome pestilence. Pestilence is a disease that causes many people to die. Sound familiar? He shall cover thee with his feathers. And actually, I don't know if corona is considered a disease. I know it's considered a virus, but I'm not sure if it's considered a disease. Oh, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield. A shield is a large piece of metal, wood, etc., carried by someone such as a soldier or a police officer for protection. Are we soldiers in the army of the Lord? He said, hold up your shield of faith. Okay, that's in Ephesians chapter 6, the armor, verses 10 through 18. Okay, and the buckler. We don't know what bucklers are, right? Well, maybe some, if you were in the service, maybe you would know. Oh, Lord, now I've got that over there, okay? A buckler is a small, round shield held by a handle at arm's length. So if you maybe think back to when you've seen a scene, maybe in somewhere knights were fighting, you might see that, or even an army. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor of the arrow that flieth by day, nor of the pestilence, which is a contagious or infectious epidemic disease that is virulent and devastating, like bubonic plague. Now that's corona, ain't it? Okay, that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction. So that pestilence, when it walks in darkness, hidden, because the enemy tries to be in disguise, try to subtly overtake you, trying to be like he ain't there. Liar. Okay, nor for the destruction that wasteth. Wasteth means to damage or destroy gradually and progressively. So any attack of the enemy that he tries to gradually do to damage or destroy you progressively, and remember, he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He might not take your life. Well, first of all, he can't take our life because we are immortal beings. Once we die, we go to either heaven, or I hope you don't go there. I don't know which direction. I think it's down, but people that share testimonies of them going down are going down, okay? So they say it's down. So however the devil does it, he tries to come subtly to do it. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee, or near me, which is us. Only with mine eyes shall I behold or observe and see the reward of the wicked. Because I have made the Lord, who is my refuge. Our refuge is a shelter or protection from danger or distress, even the Most High, my habitation. I'm going to go on to 10. There shall no evil befall. Befall means to happen to someone or something. Won't befall us, neither shall any plague, which is a disease again that causes death or that spreads quickly to a large number of people. Plague. It won't come nigh our dwelling, which is the place where we live. So I'm going to end it here. This is part 1. Come on back for part 2. I love you, but God loves you way, way more. And his love never fails. His love never stops. His mercy is everlasting. His mercy is new every morning. It doesn't run out.